Hey,
Good morning. Good morning.
good morning, good evening, good afternoon
I
on the other
know.
side as well.
Uh, let me fix my camera, please.
Just turn around here, so good.
Is it a flip, not so? Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How you do?
Not bad. Okay, how you say how thing?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
How the
Like
weekend?
goes on
I
in
know see the first
Colorado.
weekend again.
The small one them. The Mona, the Ali. So I just don't want for them. Don't left them there. But it's all good. I'm excited. We get good guests then today.
Yeah, so say we get for police, we get them from Sierra Leone back
Yep.
home. Now
Yep.
for the do one for anyways. so so we get for go through this. Wake up very early this morning, like for do the show, and we get mixed up all the time and all. Yes.
Then na me fault Nanny. Anything where they happen now me they take the
No,
blame.
no, no, no
Fault.
problem, no problem.
I mean, they didn't know the time difference in different countries.
Uh-huh.
Um,
So
but
we're about for start.
okay,
I mean,
that is
so
good.
we get with special guest and we get with surprises and they on the corner, they wait. So what you want to do? Let's see, I mean, a
Well,
few people
obviously,
already.
we don't come back.
Yeah,
Therefore,
let's see. Big boy
good.
Ferrari always present. Ibrahim Conde always present. All look the one way present all the time.
That's good.
Uh,
That's good.
Good afternoon, Tona, and good morning to the one who come from America and the one who back home, Sierra Leone. I think the afternoon to them right now at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the evening, anyways.
Everybody from everywhere. We get people where they can come and say, "Oh, I did Norway. Oh, I did Holland. I did
Yes.
Belgium. What did watch? I did this." So everybody else side. We appreciating us. Now we don't, make them even better when at the weekend we get for the Sido tuna plus a day in the week, which is it's just perfect. So that we're not gonna miss. Nobody not gonna say, "Oh, I missed that show today." No, now I did it every time. So now ready for we is that.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. Not just give you
Um,
it, but we see, man, some people don't miss the discussion. And we're
no,
about,
yeah, definitely. Hold them off for a small talk to them, and then no, I mean we don't get the likes of Umaru Zengele, David Simbo, Paul Parker. We don't get Alfred Zagalo. We don't get the Junior Tumbu, the Junior Parade. We don't get the miss. Come on, help me out. We don't get already. The one that we
Mo
just the
Kabia, Mo Kabia,
yeah.
Strasser,
Mm-hmm.
Alimao, in
Mm-hmm.
the list long, Ibrahim Ba, Inspector Ba, John Sama. You call them. We still get more for count
We
anyways. We'll
don't
get for
get
lost
so
count.
many.
Thank God for count, we'll get for lost count as well.
If you don't miss all the people and they know you'll get more phone now. More
Yeah.
stories from the grassroots of Sierra Leone football, from how everybody starts, from the small field them within the play all the way. When we say we not be know when them gets field and are you building them places them there. I don't ever know but Victoria Park. I don't
Yeah.
ever know but now we have to learn all that story then they from the past of Sierra Leone football. And then
Okay.
we bring in some international people there now.
Okay, look, Congo, sir, small number about Patrick Mboma before they come. What do you know about him?
Oh my God, Patrick Mboma. So first and foremost, again, another big player, big
A big
but
passive. It's all passive.
with left foot, with left foot.
Yeah.
I don't know what to happen, man. Like big players and they get left foot, tall players and they get left foot, but definitely Patrick Mboma, we they say Cameroonian football. Now one of the biggest names of anybody we they call. I think so even be called the names before you call Samuel Ito before.
Yeah.
Before Ito began make the name, Patrick Mboma, I make the name. And Boma was just so productive, even at the Olympics, with the gold medal and all that, and the internationally, and then obviously we all know now one of the few Africans then we play for the big clubs like PSG before, and and make some really good name during the and day. So this is an honor again for me, Seth, for I'm gonna sit in this room with strikers of goal scoring, and so you can share a story from coming from Douala in
Yeah.
Cameroon.
So you know, that's the funny thing. Okay, you know, say my Ian Ugo Bear song. You remember a song, right? The defender.
Yes.
So now they put that team there together and carried that team there for over 9 years before they bring Eto them, Joseph Desiree Job. They begin bring all them Warman.
Yes.
And they
Moment.
come to the national team.
Yes.
Again, and
Yeah.
now the brighter players that we lead that team days for so many years. Then not happen. Okay, so the first way me and meet at the Cagliari. Yeah, it came Cagliari. I remember they played before the Cagliari. So I mean, vital player.
Right.
He come from Japan. Because they play for Paris Saint-Germain, they moved to Japan.
Yes.
Japan, he go score Boku goal in Japan. Team them again first for Italy. So he end up come Cagliari. Then sure, it'd be like a big brother like to me. I would go to them all the time now. Host. Sometimes they let me go practice and all, give me a lot of advices and all. So he saying me they're used to that. So now I make quick quit for play football. So he going to being agent. He get a lot of players that will support and help from Africa.
Right.
Yes.
No, yeah, and it's amazing because I know say because during the 10 and the 9, we did really follow the football and Cameroon. I mean, yes, Cameroon always continue forgets that big name in African football, but yes, just the names that we don't name, so the song and the Wome, those are the days of Cameroonian football where we continue for follow Tay, obviously they make the name for Cameroon football now, and then with all the other players and can't feel into the football. But then obviously I know say too, not to inside Cameroon, he grow up. So it does have that very educational mentality of football and the growth of football. So that's also now something we're very excited and hey, say no more.
But one thing about Patrick, say it take the Cameroonian route. Every year, you take him picking them all, everybody they go. I go to a house now, Cameroon, where I go play with for the Uncle Thomas, one of the greatest goalkeeper ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, for coming from Africa. So me and Patrick now we go Cameroon. I tell you, Eto the small. Eto they play for. They just signed with Real Madrid. The small that time we go. Wow. Patrick Mama take me in a house. I go eat them, food them and stuff, and then we get a very good game. Then we return back. So they don't say we don't come.
Well, you do it. Say no more. Say no more. If you don't do now, you do it.
Welcome the big man, Pato.
Hello guys.
It's nice to see you, man. Long time.
Yeah, it's true.
It's always good to see you. You're like a big brother to me. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation.
That's normal.
Yeah, young guys,
for the kids, for let's say our generation, what we try to achieve after what we try to do on the pitch is important to be followed first. And you need my help. I can be with you at any time.
No doubt. I know exactly what you did to me, the Mayele, a lot of other African players. I know how you stand for us, and you are giving us the right advice, and you are like a mentor to us because you are way ahead. Anyways, it's good to have you on the show, and so you can inspire a lot of kids around Africa, more especially Sierra Leone, because we need good players coming from Sierra Leone. We've been out for the past 21 years. We have not made it to a major competition. So we're trying to restructure, try to change the mindset of kids, in Sierra Leone, to always do the right thing, work hard, be more involved in football if you want to become professional. So they're gonna love to hear from you because your inspirational message, or words, is gonna inspire them for a very, very long time.
Yeah, thank you for coming into the platform again. I'm I'm the little brother of
that's my
Mohamed
little brother.
Kallon.
That's my little brother, Kamara. Is one of the greatest players from Sierra Leone. He's played in the MLS. He's played in England as well. He's played for Norwich City and Middlesbrough. So he's one of the goal scorers. So he's a goal scorer as well.
Nice meeting you here, okay.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to make sure that I was keep representing Africa, just like you guys have always done it for us before. We follow you guys through and through, whether it was African Nations Cup or during World Cups or during Olympics and all these things. And so thank you very much. And this is an honor to have you here.
We've tried our best, and hopefully you will follow the steps. It's like I used to say, back in the days we had Roger Milla as an example. He showed us the way we had to follow.
Yes.
And then I think that because of Roger Milla, then appeared other players, Omambiik, myself, Eto, but not only Cameroonian, a lot of African players took confidence,
Yes.
and we started to see a big generation of players. That is Africa, but that is Cameroon. But in Africa, we have a lot of talent,
Yes.
and for sure, that's what I was saying to Mr. Kallon the other day. But in Africa, wherever, even in Sierra Leone, we have talents. So the better football is organized over there, the better will be for our fellow citizens, and it will be just impressive.
Yes.
How you will see how we can grow up very fast with a minimum of organization.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
so all the kids, all the footballers back home in Sierra Leone, everybody is ready for you. So let's go.
Okay. Just a matter of taking an aircraft and coming to.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
I know most of the kids who are supposed to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, they don't know nothing about Patrick Mboma. Can you introduce yourself to them? And I mean, go ahead.
The only thing they can Google my name and try to see some.
After today,
there's internet. There's internet now. Yes.
No, they will do that after today for sure. And then they're going to be more inspired after today.
You have to introduce myself. I cannot say who I am.
Yes. So I'll do that again. As we told the people before, this is one of the legends of African football, and Patrick Mboma. I'm gonna say it because I did some research. Magic, just like it is written on your, but Patrick Magic Mboma, and that's where I want to start. Like, can you tell us about the name Magic? Where did it come from?
The name come from, now it's a friend of mine, but at the time it was just a journalist. I didn't know about him. It came by the fact that he had to comment the friendly game we play against France at Stade de France, October 4th, 2000. 4 days after winning the Olympics, we had that friendly at Stade de France, and I had this equalizer goal, overhead kick, and he was so impressed that in his comment he said, "Wow, incredible goal from Patrick Mboma. Oh, I must say, Magic Mboma." And from that day, everybody started there in Cameroon and in some places in Africa to call me Magic. And but now, almost 20 years, the name is there, and that's the reason why. It's not me who choose Magic, but actually I like it.
You like it? So
for me, there's no way I can introduce you because I'm going to spend like 20 minutes to introduce you.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked you to make it short.
That's why I'm here.
Because if I start, I'm not going to end.
And he was born, obviously, for people that don't know, he was born in Douala. I've heard the Douala a lot, and I've never been to Cameroon myself. But for the people in Sierra Leone that also don't know Cameroon and know Douala, can you just tell us a little bit what Douala is like, what the people are like, and maybe some of the other people that that was during your time that played football that came from Douala?
We have two main cities in Cameroon: Yaoundé, capital city, and Douala, economical city. You have more inhabitants in Douala than in Yaoundé. We have over 3 million in Douala and over 2 million in Yaoundé. So you have to understand that Douala is a major city, and not only for the economic exchange, but also because because we are talking about football. We have a lot of clubs, a lot of good players, like it is in Yaoundé for sure. And I was born there, and my father was playing football in Kallon Douala, one of the main team in the early 70s, late 60s, and that's it. He was goalkeeper.
Oh.
He was playing in first division actually. He was second of the league in the late 60s. I think he's 68, 69 season. So that is Douala. It's hot city, wet and hot all the time, all year long, and good food there. Very good food. That's it. Okay, you've heard everything what I said.
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yes, no, definitely. I heard everything. So the Sierra Leone actually played Cameroon. That was one of the games I missed, and I wish I was there. I played in Norwich City, and one of the I played with Basong, and he was a Cameroonian, defender. Yeah. We talked about Cameroon a lot, but I always looked forward to going there. And also, I know in Cameroon, you guys have a lot of football academies.
Yeah, we have a lot of football academies. The only problem is we don't even have a single license. You can open your football academy without asking to the federation and go. You just hired some players, and if you have a good organization that can give you results. The main academies are from Brasserie de Cameroon and Kadji Academy. And from this academy, you had players like Stéphane Bia, Samuel Eto'o, Rigobert Song, Pierre Wome. A lot of players came from these academies. Then they started thinking, I think they missed something in their policy, in their politics, because they wanted probably to think about earning money rather than keep on educating players.
Yes.
Then there is a lack of good quality academies today, but the potential is so huge that at any time, with what I said before, a good organization, we can keep on producing high quality players.
So how did you start? Did you play in Douala when you were growing up in academy?
No. I came. My father, my parents decided to come to France. I was 2.5.
Oh,
so after just a few months in this world, I had to move to France. But the place I learned to be a man and especially a football player. So
you're French. You're not just French Cameroonian. You're actually French. You could have played for France.
I could have played for France, but I had the citizenship, French citizenship. I was 22, and no, sorry. I was 19. I was at Paris Saint-Germain Academy at that time, and because of rule with foreign players, it was better for me to take the citizenship. And then came Bosman rule, and that helped me a lot, being European, to move from teams to teams in Europe. That's the reason why I was able to join Cagliari and meet Mohamed at the time.
Yeah. Before you meet Mohamed and Kallon, I'm gonna get to that because I know he told me the story, but I wanted to know more. Like, you growing up in an academy, how was it like? I know, we talk about the academy because I know about KSA, the Kaji Academy in Cameroon. Actually, it's surprisingly, I met the son, and then my agent worked with them, brought some players to Los Angeles Galaxy last year, which is amazing. But it didn't work out all the way. But when you played in academy in France, how was it like? How was it like growing up there and playing in an academy?
First of all, it was for me a good thing, but it was hard to get there because I was struggling. The first try I tried to reach the academy, I was 17, and I had 3 days to show my potential, and because of pressure I put myself, I was just crap at that time. So I go back to my club, who is a small club near Paris, and it took me something like 2 years to recover from that failed attempt to reach Paris Saint-Germain. Then I was lucky having some good friends, among which the president of this small team, and he told me that there's no doubt I have to try again to become a professional player, and he didn't want me to go in a better club, but just a club I can earn some money and no future there. So he said, you have to reach an academy. And I started to believe in his words. And fortunately, the coach from the first team came and said, look, I have a friend of mine I was playing with back in the days, and he's now a coach in the third team from Paris Saint-Germain. So if you want, during it was the normal season there, and it wasn't a period that we can change teams and so on. So he said, if you want, during the week, you can go there, practice with them, and come with us during Sundays and play. And I did it for several weeks.
Yes.
And I realized that my level of play wasn't so bad. So I finished the season at Paris Saint-Germain, and with what I've shown at Paris Saint-Germain, but the third team, they say, okay, come to us and you will play for sure. You have qualities, you will play. Understand that this first team was equivalent of the fifth level. So you are first, second, third, fourth, and fifth division.
Okay.
And I was playing there. And after 2 months, my play was so good, they called me to the reserve team with the third division.
Okay.
And I started playing well, and with the reserve team. So you have pro players, you have players from the academy, and at the time I wasn't in the academy. And after maybe 3-4 months, they say, please, Patrick, if you have time, come and practice every day with us. I say I cannot because I have to study, and okay, during holidays you will come and practice with us.
Yes.
And it took me at that time 2-3 months to realize that my level can be even better than what I was expecting 6 months before.
Okay.
So when you're hungry, because that was the situation for me, everything can be, become, you can turn from impossible to possible, everything.
Yes.
Because the thing is that you put pressure on yourself for no reason. You think every opponent is strong and you're weak. You think that because they have practiced every day during years and years, compared to you who have a maximum 2 sessions per week, you are late. It's not that you are not really late in terms
Yes.
of practicing, but if you have the heart,
The
if you
hearts,
have the
yeah.
good spirit, if you believe in you, if you have some friends and relatives who are linked to football, who know you, uh, and can give you some small advices. If you are focused on what you do,
Hmm.
if you are focused on your targets,
Yeah.
know where you want to go,
Yeah.
then if you're a little bit lucky, you if you don't have um, any injuries,
Yes.
big injuries, I know,
Yes.
big injury, I mean. So the door can be open, because what is important to understand in football that door are never closed. It's like a game until the referee haven't whistled the end of the game. The game is not over. So you have to work, dedicate yourself in what you're doing, and with a minimum of luck,
Yeah.
a minimum of magic,
Yeah.
you can obtain good results.
So making good sacrifices and all that, and just like you mentioned too, you need a little bit of luck. This football, you can work as hard as you work, but you need that luck, huh?
And what you say, Kate, good sacrifices. It's not that
Sacrifice.
you have to sacrifice everything. You have friends, keep having friends. You have you like eating good food. Eat good food if possible. Eat
Yeah.
quality food. Uh, then sacrifices are maybe stop smoking if you smoke.
Yeah.
Stop discos if you want to go to nightclub all the time. You can't,
Yes. Yes.
and
You need your rest. You need your sleep.
you need that. If you understand all that, then as I said before, the doors are open for everybody.
Right. So I see something here right now. Somebody says, "You made the J League famous."
I
Let's
made
say
the J League
Patrick
famous.
Boma made the J
It's too
League
much.
famous. Tell us
It's
about
too
your
much saying.
experience in the J League.
Was tremendous.
Yeah.
Imagine I was a player from Paris Saint-Germain, a team where I thought I deserve more chances, and I was not given the minute of play I deserved. Then an agent came to me and said, "Look, there's a chance for you to go and play in Japan." To be honest, I knew that playing in Japan was an opportunity
Mhm.
to win, to earn a lot of money. But I went there as a challenge for myself. And when leaving Paris Saint-Germain,
Yeah.
I was saying, look, Japan is just a step for me.
Yeah.
And what happened is that in 97, I land in Osaka, January 28th. New everything for me. New country, new football, new players, new way of uh, organizing the game, the training session, and everything.
Yeah.
I brought my family, and it was just not difficult, but it was just everything was new
Yeah.
for us. So we have to accept that it's different way of living and everything.
Yes.
And I was lucky playing well. And imagine that I said I was landing there in January, and in October I had an offer for European team. Can you imagine who that team was?
Yeah. Oh no,
It was Paris Saint-Germain. they let me go, and less than 10 months after, they say, please come back.
Oh
and,
wow.
and they were ready to offer more than what I earned in Japan. That was crazy. That was a crazy situation. And understand that we are in October, November 97, and we were qualified for the 98 World Cup.
Yeah.
And when I was saying before, you need some people to give you advices, my brother, Alain, called me. I mean, I called him and he said, look, it's good it's good if you come back at Paris Saint-Germain, but we have to focus on one objective, the World Cup. And if you stay in Japan, you will play for sure for the remaining 6 months, and you will be ready for the World Cup. So if somebody wants you today, they will want you more after the World Cup.
Yeah.
And that's what the challenge.
Yes.
But I have to play well in Japan.
Yes.
I mean, after first season, I got many personal how we call it,
Offers.
Awards. Thank you, Mohamed.
Awards. Yeah. Okay.
And I was in best 11. I was best scorer in the league, and the second best player in the league. The first one was Dunga, and
Yeah.
Dunga was playing 98 World Cup. So imagine
Dunga.
I finalist of the World Cup. So imagine the quality of player you had also in the J League at that time. And yeah, I scored many goals, and I don't say that I made J League famous, but I thought at that time that I opened some doors for African players in Japan.
That's good. That's good. Big bro, get in this questions.
So with all the offers you had, why you choose to come to Cagliari?
Because let's say that you remember Cellino, Mohamed, right?
Yeah, Cellino.
Our president.
Yeah.
He was tricky. And he made the difference among the teams who wanted to hire me. He took a jet just before the World Cup in our training camp there in France, and come sit in front of me with my agent and some with two agents actually. My agent Bruno Sata, another one Giorgio De Giorgis. I don't know if you remember him, Mohamed. And they came, and he had the good words how to seduce me. And I was thinking that it was an important thing that a president can personally. Yeah. Also, Ventura, the coach.
Yeah, Coach Ventura.
Traveled to the training facilities in the south of France. And I said, look, it's the first time you have the president, the coach, who traveled and say how important you can be for the team. So I say, after failing playing regularly at Paris Saint-Germain, I have the best league at that time in the world, and a team, even if Cagliari was not impressive team, they just got promoted for Serie B. But it was a chance for me to try and see at the highest levels what I can achieve. Though it wasn't easy because of injury, because of difficulty to play, because we have players like Mudzi, like yourself, Mohamed Kallon. So because of many reasons, I was struggling at the beginning, but at the end of the day, the important is the end of the game.
How was it? How was it being there? Did you and Mohamed get there together? Because it was '98. Did you get there together the same year, or were you there before Mohamed came in?
The same year, but Mohamed knew Italy, not Cagliari, but he knew Italy.
He knew Italy. Okay.
What was a good thing, because I was able to speak English. It helped me a lot because from the beginning I had somebody I can rely on, who can help me for translating and different things. I remember Mohamed also came home regularly with his cabriolet car. And yeah, we spent a lot of time together. No problem about the fact he could play, I couldn't, or the opposite.
Yeah.
It was just friendship, good, yes. And I was the big brother, so I couldn't do bad things towards towards him. And I think when you are human with your brother give you back what you deserve.
Yeah, and that's amazing to hear that, because you're from Cameroon, he's from Sierra Leone, but when you go on the one team, you still see each other as brothers. Just you're Africans together. And how comforting is it when you go on a team and you see another African there? Do you how comforting do you get when you see that?
I think you have the same experience with Basong or other African players.
Yeah.
When you at the first contact, the first time you shake hands, you see that there is something different compared to other players.
Yes.
At that time, and Mohamed can testify, we have also Jason Mayele from DRC. So just the fact we are, Mayele came the year after, but we have we did contact. But when you play and the African player is your opponent, when you go out the dressing room just before entering the game, you check in and it's just different. So imagine this guy is just your teammate.
Yes.
Then harmony comes and you the friendship starts, and it's the friendship turn to brotherhood.
Did you introduce Mohamed to any Cameroonian music during that time? Was he dancing to Cameroon music?
No, not really.
Only Cameroon music in his car.
but Mohamed was more American music, American song.
Wow, this is surprising
and so on. But was nice moments. Yeah.
That's good. So then when you're in Calgary, I know you scored, some goals. Mohamed scored some goals. Was there ever a time when they were looking at, oh, wow, the African connection, between you guys, like keep scoring goals and making, name for Africa for Calgary?
I will not say that we have scored so many goals. Mohamed was a young player, loan from Inter Milan. I was new in Italy, so trying to discover the biggest league at that time.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much you score this season, Mohamed. I score in the league 8 goals, but I play something like 17 or maximum 20 games.
Yeah, you were injured most of the time.
Yeah, I was injured from September to December. Then I really start playing end of January, and I remember that I score something like 7 goals in 10 games, something like that, at the end of the season. And I helped Cagliari in staying in Serie A because we struggled all year long. Muzi scored goals. Mohamed scored goals. Vasari give assists.
O'Neill.
O'Neill,
O'Neill was the vital player.
Sebastian O'Neill.
Yeah.
So yeah, we give good value to the team, but it wasn't like players like Gigi Riva.
Yeah.
But what we did was good because it helped us to grow, especially Mohamed. Then Mohamed reached the level he deserved by playing at Inter Milan, for example. And I was just satisfied to play 2 seasons for Cagliari and then reach Parma, who at the time was one of the best teams in the league.
That's amazing. So national team. What was your joy, your glory days? Not just the overhead kick, because that's what were you thinking? What was in your head before the overhead kick?
Nothing. You know, just instinct came.
Yeah. Did you know Petit was gonna miss the ball?
I mean, when the ball touched the grass, I say, okay, that's a chance for me. The ball is in front of you, and the goal is in your back. So instinct came, and the right movement at the right time, and super goal. that's the equation, you know.
Do you have a picture? Do you have a picture of this in your house?
At my mom's in Douala.
Yeah.
I made I took the picture from a magazine and make a copy with from a photographer in Parma, and I just a big image and sent it there in Douala, and my mother still have it in his in living room.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. And who would you say are some of the players when you play with in this national team that really made you I don't know, humble, made you like know that you when you represent your country, you have to give back everything, the guys that was around you that, you know, was doing the same positive thing?
We have I have a lot of big brothers who helped me. But the first thing is to understand that I was supposed to play 94 World Cup. And at that time, I met Roger Milla. So you can imagine how he can represent for an African, but especially for a Cameroonian.
Yeah.
So you have Roger Milla as an example. And in 94, he scored a goal at the age of 42. Then at this moment, you have players like Oman Bik, like Thomas Nkono we mentioned before. Just people that inspiring you. So they don't even have to talk. They just act. You see the way they act, and you learn a lot from them.
Right.
Then I really came and joined for a long period national team when I play in Togo, my first official game in November 95. And it was a thing that needed to be renewed at that time. And lot of young players, but some players who already have experience, like Rigobert Song, Marc-Vivien Foé, Raymond Kallon, and no real big leader, no real big brother, because at that time, Cameroon was just upset about the last result. The World Cup in '94 was crap, and it was important just to build another team. And the big brother at that time was Jacques Songo, the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He was playing for Metz, then joined La Corogne, and was at the time our team captain. Then he turned, then the Hambrand went to Rigobert Song. So we started building a team with Foé, Kallon, Song. Then Jeremy came, and after Eto came, and a lot of quality players was added to the team, like Pierre Wome, like Lauren Etame-Mayer from Arsenal.
Yeah.
And from good players, we turned to good teammates. We built a good team, and then we became important players in our respective teams.
Yeah.
So it's not that we helped Cameroon growing. Cameroon gave us the opportunity to grow, because when you are an indomitable lion, you gain type of spirit, and it's like a magical potion, somebody that comes from magic. You just get confident when playing for Cameroon, and we are lucky to have the right coaching staff, the right coach at the right time.
Yes.
And we obtain titles. Titles. We challenged it. We were able to challenge the best team in the world. We play against France, world champion. We drew. We play against Argentina. We drew against England. We drew against Denmark. We won against Holland. We won. Netherlands, to be correct. So we missed one game against Italy during the World Cup. We lost 3-0.
So that's what it is. So obviously,
but we grew, and I think Cameroon reached the 12th rank at FIFA ranking. 12th 11 at that time, 12th position, sorry, at that time. We just put Cameroon at the position Cameroon deserves to be. Remember Cameroon 84, we won our first African Nations Cup. 88, the second one. 86, finalists of the African Nations Cup. 82, first World Cup, 3 draws. That means no lose, no lost game. So it was just a big period for Cameroon, for 82 to 18. Remember what happened in 1990 in Italy, when Roger Milla and teammates reached the quarterfinals. Then it was just a difficult moment for Cameroon, even if there was some qualification in the World Cup in '94, always qualified for African Nations Cup, but no titles during a long period, during 12 years. from '88 to 2000 when we won the African Nations Cup in Nigeria against Nigeria.
Yeah.
And from that period, and during 3-4 years, I think we were on the top of the continent, and we just miss one big chance is to be in best four for 2002 World Cup. And I think that we had the potential to be there, but the problem is it was a fight between our federation, the minister, and the organization was just crap just before the World Cup, and we missed a chance we will have in so many years from now.
Okay, so let's go back. You remember when we got to Cameroon? Before the game in Yaoundé, the O'Connor Thomas game, there were a lot of fighting with the national team. Everybody was fighting, bringing players. A lot of confusion with the team and the federation. You remember?
Yeah.
Then after a few years, I think after a few years, you guys regrouped and fixed the problem. How do you guys manage to fix that problem? To be so successful after 3 years?
To be honest, we were lucky in fixing the problems. You know what the luck came from? The fact that at the same moment, you have players that want to show something. Nobody in the team except Jacques Sango had won a single thing. And we knew in our feet, we have talent. And it's just having the same goal that help us having results on the pitch. And when you start having results on the pitch, you can go towards your leaders and say, look, we need more. We need to arrange our transportation conditions, our living conditions. I mean, hotels and cars or buses to go from stadium to training sessions and everything. Then you start to ask things that are just, basic things. And then you realize that by working for the country outside the pitch, help you to be more focused on the pitch. That are things you don't have to do. You don't have to fight for good balls, good training kits. You normally, as a player, don't have to fight for that.
Yeah.
But that was a kind of mission for us, and nobody considered that he was doing that to be recognized as a leader, as a best player, or whatever. We just starting acting for the nation, for ourselves, but for the nation. And when you have that, you have the journalists who are with you. So they start writing good things on you. So you have the people with you. Cameroon, all your fellow countrymen. So you have a team, you have a spirit, you create a good atmosphere, then everybody comes along and you start having the results you deserve.
Wow. So you've seen everywhere in Africa, you play against like 90% of the teams in Africa. For you guys to come together and build that spirit, for you guys to qualify and win maybe like 2 or 3 Nations Cup, and then made it to the World Cup, you guys then create an impact. What would be your advice to like small countries like Sierra Leone, Gambia, that under the same struggle?
It's difficult to have one person changing everything. that was more or less the situation Liberia was facing with George Weah.
Yeah.
But you know, Mr. George is just
different level.
just different. Yeah,
Different
different
level.
for everything.
Yeah.
The thing is that you have to feel that you have a team that can lead. It's not only the players, of course, the results come from the players. But if you have, I was talking about that atmosphere, everybody around, you feel that in Sierra Leone, everybody starts trusting in the situation. Yeah. The situation is a team who is starting to build something. Newspaper journalists, people starting to write a story. I don't know if, how many inhabitants you have there, but if most of them start thinking that something is possible, giving credibility, giving time for that atmosphere to turn into reality with results, then magic can start from there. I don't wait for one man on the pitch to solve the solution by himself. Don't wait for one coach, even if you have, I don't know, Guardiola leading the team. That can be itself enough to reach the target. But if you have the coach, the team, the press, the people, everybody with the same spirit.
Yes.
Everybody waiting for a target to be fixed and step by step going to that target. Then something different will start, and with a minimum luck, you will obtain results. Obtaining results doesn't mean that you will say we in 2020 that for by 2026 you will be African champion. By 2026 you will play the World Cup. It's not the idea. It's not the idea. It's step by step how we can obtain results. Youth teams, for example, if you organize it, you'll see the results you have in Mali with the youth team. That will be the results for a team in the future.
Yes.
See how it was in the past with Ghana, winning U17 World Cup, yes. U20 World Cup, yes. Then able to achieve big things in the World Cup. Remember, they reached quarterfinals.
Yes.
And there were you know, one step to the semi-final.
Yes.
So you start from grassroots to build something important.
Yeah. Yes.
And you will achieve things in time. It won't take a generation. It won't take 20 years to have the impact. But the impact can be the same for all teams. Yeah. I will not say that Sierra Leone can't win African Nations Cup, but is it something reasonable to think that the target is in 2 or 3 African Nations Cup?
Right.
Do you think that the target should be the next or the other World Cup? I don't think so.
Yeah.
But think that you have the youth, the young categories. Think that you have I forget. Use the experience you have.
Use the experience.
The experience you have. Sorry, Mohamed Kallon is the example. I don't want to put pressure on him. I don't know. You have enough
he's
pressure.
okay. He likes pressure. No problem.
He has Kallon FC, for example. Yeah. I know. Yeah. But the experience you have in key today is that the experience you have to put in tomorrow in the country.
So you mean like keeping the players, keeping the most experienced players that's done something within the football, not right?
That's it. You need it. Yeah. You cannot start from a white piece of paper today and say we write a good story and we will realize something. Yes, I mean you have to start writing the story.
Yes,
but you need pillars.
Yes,
to help you in that, and you have for sure. I don't have much experience about Sierra Leone.
Yes,
but you are two symbols: the past and the present.
Yeah. I'm the past too.
I mean, you can consider this way, but I mean, you have the experience.
Yes.
I think you have the experience.
Present. Yes.
You have the wish to do something.
Yes.
That's the present.
Yes.
So all together can build the future.
And I think you answered my question there, because that's what I was going to ask you into, not just Sierra Leone, but how you name the teams that you guys had in Cameroon. And it's some of the biggest players, some of the biggest names that we've heard about African football, and not being able to win a World Cup yet. But this, what you just explained now, really does explain, not just for Sierra Leone, but, for most of the countries in Africa, it's, to be able to perform in the World Cup, and again, this show, it's about educating the younger generation to come up. And just like what you just said, it's not just getting ready for the African Nations Cup, but it's getting ready for the under-17 World Cup and under-20 World Cup, because when you do build those up, then you have a future when it comes to, the full national team, because that's where the performance is going to come from. It's not just going to come when you wake up just in a day, but you have to build them from the youth to come up, and then they represent the country the right way. Because so most of us, as a player, as myself, I mean, I'm 35, but I've been around and I follow African football, and you see the greats of, again, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, and Ghana, Algeria, Tunisia, Egypt. They always tend to do well, consistently in African Nations Cups every year and this. But why is it that, I call it Black Africa, why are we falling all the time when we have some of the best talents,
One thing we forget to mention is that till the last World Cup, we have 5 spots in the World Cup. Only 5 spots.
Yes.
At the time, only 1, then 2, then 3, then 5. When in South America, you have 5 spots for 10 nations. Yeah. And we have 54 nations in Africa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Europe have 55 nations.
Yeah.
Something like how much? 10 spots or 12 spots?
Yeah.
So the problem is that you cannot have all the time the same in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Because you have mentioned something like 6 teams.
But those are the 6 consistent teams, no matter what year it is or what tournament.
But you forgot Senegal. You forgot
Nigeria. Yeah.
So you and sometimes a team like Togo comes. I mean, you have many teams that deserve to go to the World Cup.
Yes.
And if you're not consistent, like Brazilians, like French, like German, like Italian, it's hard to win the World Cup.
Yes.
It's very hard to win the World Cup.
Right.
I was saying before that we had the potential to reach best 4. That was our chance in 2002. We missed it. Ghana has a chance to reach best 4, but at that time it was just a matter of putting from 11 meters the goal.
It's different. It's different. You're a striker. You're a striker.
As Asamoah Gyan with the best African striker in the World Cup missed it.
Yeah.
Look, Nigeria, how strong they were in '94.
Mm-hmm.
They reached the second round, but it was the first chance for Nigeria in the World Cup. It's not that they had 6-7 World Cup experience.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that you have to play 10 World Cups before winning one. It's not the point. But please do consider that those guys in South America and Europe have really more chances to win the tournament. Yeah. And actually, those teams, those nations won the World Cup. It's not coming from Asia. It's not coming from North America. It's not coming from Africa. I don't mention Oceania, of course.
But you believe one day it will happen. You believe one day we'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I believe I will be alive.
Good.
I do believe. I will turn 50 at the end of the year. So I plan to stay some decades. But I think I will not say like Pelé said, by 2000 an African nation will win the World Cup.
Right.
But I do believe that we start understanding that organization give results. Going in Rabat, Morocco, and see the training facilities for the national teams. Then you start understand that some nations understand how important it is to have not only educated players, but educated staff, educated
coaches, everything,
coaches,
referees,
and everything.
Yeah.
And that will give results for sure.
Right.
In Cameroon, we start to understand that it's good to have facilities.
Yes.
And we start building stadiums. Hopefully, we will start building the same quality facilities that we have in Morocco, but in other countries, in other well-educated countries.
Yeah.
So, step by step, we will reach the result we want to reach. I don't know who, but for sure.
Sierra Leone. I tell you now.
Why not?
Okay.
not?
Okay. So
it will probably take time for African country to win the World Cup, but not so long.
Yeah. So you've been working with CAF. You're one of CAF legends, and obviously you've been doing the UEFA license, the coaching license as well. So as you talking about how you guys developed the national team to achieve those results was incredible. So we want to apply the same thing to Sierra Leone. We wish to apply the same thing in Sierra Leone.
Please do
you
so.
were mentioning, during our UEFA courses and even the sport administration course we did, we have the word called COM, the credibility, opportunity, and motivation. So these are the things that we have to put together in Sierra Leone to have all that. Because you just mentioned about credibility. Yes, credibility is the responsibility of the players, the staff, the administrators, and all. But when it comes to opportunities, you have the sponsors, infrastructure, and facilities. Yeah. So and the biggest thing in Sierra Leone is the motivation. So where the government comes in, the money comes in, and other things motivate the players. So these are the stuff we're lacking. But you guys have all that. You have the COM was in place. That's why it was easy. For Sierra Leone, we don't even have the COM. We don't even have the COM. So how are we going to start with that?
I understand. I totally agree. But I was talking about atmosphere and so on. We have to create the best landscape first, and then you can start having the result, because what you were mentioning is true. Then you need sponsors and everything, and because in football you have a lot of how you call it in English, a lot of people have to interact. Yeah. Players, referee, coaches, journalists, medicals, everything, everybody. So you have to understand that almost everything have to become professionals. Yeah. And when you start to understand that, and when you put the red button and everybody go to the same in the same direction, then you can build and build and build.
Yeah. So if you remember, we qualified twice for the Nations Cup in '94 and in '96. So we just had two that was functioning. We have credible players, talented players, vital players with huge commitments for the national team. And then opportunities, so. But the motivation was there because there was a military government. So they had the values, they had so much values to the players, so much confidence, and that's it. That's what we needed as players. Just to recognize you that you're doing something for the nation, you're an ambassador, and you're valuable to the nation. That's why we made it to 2 Nations Cup. Anyways, so now you're in the Africa mix. I know you've been doing the FIFA agent for many, many years, and I know you help a lot of players from Africa. Now we're having those problems in Africa now, whereby in Sierra Leone, whereby players turn 15, 16, 17, they want to come to Europe. And you're an agent, what do you think they need to do back home before trying to go to Europe?
That is also another story. The fact of being agent has nothing to do with what I will explain. Going to Europe it's a real journey, Both of you guys know how difficult it is first to arrive there and to establish yourself there. But there is so many ways to obtain this result. Can you imagine what one of the best paid Cameroon player with Christian Bassogog, who were best player in the 2017 World Cup that Cameroon won, were just coming from Denmark. He went to which country in South America? South America. I don't remember which one. Then play for Aalborg, and was luckily getting a spot for the 2017 Gabon African Nations Cup. And after 6 games, just turned from nowhere to celebrity. nobody could imagine in December 2016 that he will turn in March 2017 about among the best paid players. I'm not saying that being well paid is an argument and say that you reach the top. You know, the top is to play for the best league, for the, if you can say, Champions League, for the World Cup, and so on. But it's just to show you that there is not only one way to become a pro player. It's not only one bridge from Africa to Europe. There are so many ways to get there. But this starts from who you are when you are in Africa. And the problem is a lot of players don't live their own life. They think to be a Kamara, a Mohamed Kallon, a George Weah, a Michael Essien. No, be yourself first. Try to be the best of you first, the best of yourself first.
Yeah.
Then you will be good on the pitch. And it's the pitch that gives you the possibility to become a pro player tomorrow. Because it is on the pitch that you have to show what you have inside.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people saying, oh, you know, Patrick, I have a nephew or a good friend of mine, or I know somebody who is good for football. Okay, what can I do for him? Oh, help him. He deserves a team, but I don't know him. Yeah, but you know, you have a name. If you can call a team and say that.
That's the pressure we have every day.
I mean, what's that?
Yeah.
The opportunity comes from the pitch.
Yeah.
I haven't been helped by somebody saying that, you know, I know somebody who is called Patrick, who is left-footed, that is so good, you have to sign him. No way. No way. I have to suffer in the pitch. Don't consider that my experience is different because I grew in Europe. That is the same for Samuel Eto'o. That is the same for Yaya Toure. That is the same for Adebayor or whoever.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You are good on the pitch, and because you are good on the pitch, you are the selected one. You can be gifted, but if you don't work, you will never be selected.
Yeah.
That's the reality. That's the
Hard work
only
over
way.
talent. Yeah.
Hard work over talent.
Yeah.
If you have talent, it's good. If you have talent and you work like Cristiano Ronaldo,
Yeah.
good. If you have talent and you work like Messi, good. But if you have talent and never work,
it's not going to be possible. Yeah.
more no. You will face the limit very, very, very fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not a matter of saying that I play on pitches with no grass. It's not saying that you have only one pair of boots for 2 seasons. It's not that. Put the spirit in the game.
Yeah.
Be focused on what you can do. Be focused on your training sessions, on the advices you have from your coaching staffs and everything. Work, 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 and be patient. That's the reality. And if you luckily you heard about somebody who have paid to play for a team and become professional, be sure that this one is the exception.
Yeah.
But you will wait long. It will last.
Yes.
Before you meet that people.
Don't pay to play. Don't pay to play. Well, yeah. This again. Everybody, you've heard it. You've heard it from one of the best to play in African football. You know, Mr. Patrick Mboma, Magic Mboma. You know, giving his advice to the younger players to work hard, make good sacrifices, and at the same time, luck is everything. But keep working and keep listening. This is someone that has done it for Africa, not just in the Olympic stage, winning Olympics, but African Nations Cup, and at the same time being named African best, BBC best African player, making the J League known to the world, and you guys are hearing all this. So what an honor to be in the room with you and with my own big brother Mohamed Kallon, where you guys share the field together in Calgary. Such a great journey, and yes, Mohamed, it's up to you.
Thank you very much, Pato. I know you should have spoken. You should have speak. I know you spoke Creole. You speak Creole very, very well. Because some of the Cameroonian players that played like Joe, Simbo. You remember Simbo?
Simo, yeah.
Yeah,
Simo,
so both of those guys speak Creole because they're coming from the Anglophone area. Okay, you are coming from this Francophone area. Okay.
No, Francophone area, yeah.
Yeah, Francophone. That's why you don't speak Creole. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
So sorry for my English. It's not perfect, but I
No, your English is perfect.
You can understand. You could understand.
Your English is better than our French. So
yeah, so you think. So it's good to have you, and I mean it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much, Patrick, for taking off your time.
It was a great pleasure. A great pleasure to be introduced to Kay through this Zoom conference. And please, kids, and not only, consider that what we said today came from our heart. Please go with faith, and the limit is the sky.
Okay, thank you very much, Pat. Stay safe in Paris. Stay indoors. Don't
Bonne
walk
chance.
around.
À tout à l'heure.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, you can leave now, no problem.
Yes, no problem.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, so that's and you've heard it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Mr. Patrick Magic Mboma, another striker with his left foot. Sabi score goal, bicycle kick. Papa, you don't ever score bicycle kick.
Not me?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to tell myself. Say they score bicycle kick in practice all the time. Then best move that one. They score most of the time because it's very good with the aid. Say they score Boku goes down to aid as well.
Yeah.
And if you see aid get cut all sides.
Too much butts.
Then they buy the bottom all the time. Yes.
It don't tell, but myself don't get one now. We don't left on your head because they say everybody eat the butt too much. One day, person get for butt you and cut you.
Yeah, of course. But he's a great player. Good left foot. They shoot the ball very, very well. Good technique and all. And he get good working habits as well. He be talented, but he work hard as well. I make him make up.
Again, like I always say, this is not a political platform or anything about anybody, but the one really good thing we say, where you ask that question about won't I be playing at Cameroon, whether be the fed so much, and then what did they do for really come together, that stick in my head so much. You just say, and not be really matter about whose player will not be Uda, because one great player and they will take a team up, and make that one whole country, they do something. They say, but they all come together. The player, the federation, ministry, everybody come there, sit down, for let them begin arranging now for say, how we get for make our team better. And just imagine what in then do, trade, now help Cameroon go through Nations Cup to World Cup, all them thing and they. That's amazing story. And amazing the fact that you be did in that game where it began,
Mm-hmm.
So that's great.
Exactly how they build a team. Now I want to explain. When we talk about credibility, so we go through the UEFA courses, obviously, the sport administration, and go tell you about COM, the COM, that the credibility, the C for credibility, then you get the O for opportunities, then you get the M for motivation. Now I go out for the scribe, so we talk about credibility. Because if you not get credible players, talented, good players, then we're ready for play. then obviously not go nowhere. Then if you don't get the opportunities, you don't get sponsorship, you don't get the infrastructure, you don't get the facility, you don't go nowhere. Then obviously the one thing we crown it all, doing the NPR system, the motivation. Making the player feel value. Okay. Get what he deserve forget. Then he go perform. So these are the things that we're lacking right now. I mean, from young football. But I know say with the advice we just don't give it, and also we'll get there very, very soon.
Yeah. No, a good day. You know, obviously one of the most important things is, you know, how far we don't come as a nation in Sierra Leone, and but how many sacrifices. I mean, just obviously it's sad for see the amount of players then wait for them really become something, wait for them become, you know, bigger than you or me or anything like that there. But, you know, so many obstacles them, you know, really stop the growth of that, you know, football and growth of whatever for happen for them will not happen. But, you know, hopefully when they listen, the young one, they listen, they now let you know what's in, you know, not for not coach the coach now, but no, just this guy for pass through some really critical information them, and Big Bro they bring in some of the best party that we play with. We all know their names there. We play, you know, international football, them also around the world, and the story they're all not the same on how you grab as a youth, the sacrifice that we get for make, and how you for listen and continue for work hard.
Yeah, you know? So you just see, you know, most of the things they want to talk about, when NSF come, and things they will mention. Because at the end of the day, football is football. I mean, wherever you play the highest level, you play the lowest level, the advances they all are the same. It just you just need for be you, for identify yourself first. You get to identify yourself, you know who's kind of man, you know who's kind of player. Then obviously you go for maker. When we talk about management, you get for able to manage yourself properly. If you for manage yourself, then you go for know the right person for you. Okay, so now we don't go to the first special guest, the big Mohamed Sila.
Thank you.
Hello.
And hey, I don't come back. I don't come back. From Bo Rangers, exactly. I don't call it that team. I will just say Blackpool because they might you don't call it. You know, say no, make a mighty Blackpool. No, they make a mighty Blackpool. But now, I'm sorry, we're not so mighty anymore. So, anyways, welcome. Thank you very much for accepting the invitation. I know you don't play a big role from Bo Rangers to mighty Blackpool. Now introduce you first to Kai. You never meet Kai, eh?
No.
Yeah. We youngsters.
Hello, sir.
You know, but I said.
So you remember,
it's a pleasure for that day inside the room with you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. So thanks a lot.
Okay, you remember how I introduced Inspector Bar to you?
Yes.
When you asked me for give one word about Inspector Bar.
Yeah.
The same guy don't cancel. One of the most smartest guy there, yes. Now the only one that were way in and Bar along with Bar, we forced themselves with education and football. Then go up to college level at Salon before ever they left Salon.
That's wonderful.
So in Mohamed Sila. Rubesh, welcome.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Kallon. I really appreciate everything anyway.
Okay.
I appreciate that anyway. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I hope say anyway. I don't say me tell not rich for talking anyway. I don't say what the tell rich you go tell me for talking.
No, this not room, no all this.
No, this not. We don't want to make a two coma. We don't want to make a two coma. Yeah, we can joke, play, and laugh, and say whatever.
I know.
Wait,
I really appreciate. Yeah.
Who's there at the moment? You know, who's there right now?
I did Belgium. I did Belgium right now anyway. Since where I come Belgium 1992, I'm still there anyway.
You know, say you don't go salon.
No, of course I can come. I can go and come. You know. But you know, say most of we don't come here, but some they able to relocate to other places, you know. But I'm still here anyway, and I try for tell you, yeah.
And Belgium, not French, right? So you talk the French.
Yeah, French, Netherlands, yeah, Dutch also, yeah.
Like hey, they speak Dutch. They speak French.
Yeah, I did try small. Small.
So all the small one, then you get small one.
They're okay. Yes, I get small one. They're okay. They do fine. They do fine. I hope so. You say
we good. With the America, with the inside, we lock down, not a problem.
That's good. The same thing.
Yeah. They don't count. One of your colleagues don't inside the back, Mr. Max Macaulay.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, the one that we seen one day. Me not even remember. I don't really remember himself anyway. Because then Max they play. You know, so
it don't count. Mr. Max, yes. Move for his small.
That's good.
But it's really good. How the quarantine or lockdown? How you do on that? Why should we left?
Yeah, well, we thank God really because really, you know, just as the same places, you know, we just the indoors.
Yeah.
Even now, it's me for like, especially for me, it's about 3 months now. I'm indoors, not working, because we got to be really careful, about all those problems,
Okay.
you got to listen to the authorities, because if you don't listen to the authority, then it will be problem. But thank God anyway, we still there alive, we still there healthy. That's very good. Important anyway. Yeah, we still there alive.
Good.
Yeah,
Big bro, go ahead and introduce the man with
Kai.
Journey.
So I don't bring another great name way. Sierra Leone, I never ever forget the great Max Macaulay. This now he play with like three different generations, so you get Boko for Terry today. Well, Max.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome, sir.
Audio not there.
Max there.
It part on the audio.
Yeah,
At the bottom left. Yeah, bottom left. You go able to turn the audio. Why is with the wait? Why with the
go ahead, Mohamed. Yes, go ahead, Mohamed.
With the wait for Mr. Mohamed Silla. For people that we don't know, for people that we don't take, some people that savvy obviously, but it's like me own kind or anybody way younger past me small. We don't know this man. Usai, Mr. Mohamed Silla come out, who's partner na salon, he come out.
Okay, that's good. Well, normally if I can start with like my father's side, my papa really come out Guinea, you understand, but he can't relocate a salon, so I just got to start with that first, but
yes,
I born at Freetown, so by the time I was born, I think at an early age, maybe 2 or 3 years, we will relocate back in Abo because my papa be working at cold storage, So we got to go to Bo, with the Bo. I grew up there, come over to me like there. Then after I get to attend both school. From both school now I attend, and then I can try for catch up myself anyway. Say football, I can't get into football, because football, it was a passion for me, Football was a passion for me. I love football so much. Till, I did it, do my academy, my sixth form, commodity, I go academy back. But before I go to really, Tumbu, let me get a club, let me get a team when I'm under 16 anyway. Let me get for camping, and now through there, they can't know who that I mean, you understand? So then we'll be the upline. We said because we're on small squad anyway. But really, if you watch really, how I really come into this football, I go get for really thank God. Then also there was a man called Coach Polo Hassan, now a very, very good man, because
that's amazing. I don't meet Coach Polo wanted.
Yeah, Coach Polo, because I will always talk about him really, although everything is about God anyway, but I get for talk about him because it really give me the confidence, so when you're small, you're lanky, you don't even get, weight in you. It really motivates me, give me the confidence, make a kind to this football really. Because there was a time when I began for those, so they make all the towns there, like Western Union, the districts, for make one team for play the national team, So and they tend to be so small. When he even called me, he said, Silla, he said, I want make go McKinney because McKinney will go host everything for go meet up the national team. That time I'll be so small. I think about 14, 15 years.
Wow.
Where they will just call you from that moment for go play, with the national team where we don't even begin play yet with the youth, So I was so panic, I was so panic, really. I can't lie. But it gave me the confidence. So from then to now, I play with all the promises that I'll be the youngest, that time Terry don't left Blackman out. So Terry said he can't join the provinces then. So we'll go play the national team. So now from then to now, I begin get me confidence. So till now, they call me at the national team. I can be captain for the under 23. We play till we go semi-finals. The quarterfinal we played that and be against Algeria. And one of the games that I really not ever forget. That's how we do with Ajay, Kallon. That's gonna be so nice. Tolu. The team is so nice. It'd be really nice anyway.
That's
so
awesome.
after that done, then I'll be early 90s and early 90s. and 90. So that bring me come inside the football. Then later I come into the national team anyway. But really, I get a good time with the national team also, you know, because as I've been watching our last meeting, really want to talk about togetherness. You know, football they bring unity in our life. You know, that all make you know you need to ever forget all the things that we don't go through. You know. So,
and as you talk about togetherness and unity, low check with their people there back, low see if they don't come together out with that. Mr. Macaulay, you did it?
I did, yes, I did.
That's good.
I do, how not do?
Not bad.
They do fine, sir. They do fine. They do fine.
So, Kai, now for welcome, Mr. Sasso. Is he not tell I do?
Hey, Mr. Sasso back down kind side.
The great Sasso.
Coach Sasso and Mr.
Macaulay. You get one great thing on me. I'm the first team manager ever. I'm in the league. I'm the first team manager.
So the last time me and meet in London about 10, 15 years ago, we had a good time, eh?
Yes, Badu.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go start with Max and Mr. Silla.
No, me just welcome them all. Mr. Macaulay, finally we'll get you.
Mr. Sasso. It's we see, eh?
Senior player, senior referee, sir. I deal with you.
Are you relaxed, so Mr. Macaulay? You relaxed, so?
I for do, Kai. I for do. I remember last year, me and you travel now. After when I played that Liberia game, we travel to France. Then from France now we split, but we not been used. So you know, we decided playing the tail carriage. France now they will split.
Hey, pa, yeah. If I don't make I noticed that day, you know. But thank you for taking time and thank you for joining me. As you don't see, Mr. Mohamed Silla just be there explain a little bit. You know, the name big. Everybody's sabi the name Max Macaulay, but for the young one, they not say Macaulay with the young one, they not be sabi before, you know.
Exactly.
So if we are brief, then I'm more say this time Mr. Macaulay, usai born, where begin play football.
Well, actually, I born na Makini. My mama na Timini. My papa na Mende from Kenema. You know, I born na Makini, but I not grow up there. I go school na Bo. Begin play for CKC. You know, me not been one of the youngest schoolboy player. Then I begin play for Blackpool. Me and Ali Ganga, who two begin play for Blackpool. Then we did national team at the same time.
Wow.
You know, Polo we still talk about na wall and Polo play. Polo na be captain.
Yeah.
You know, then we play. We left Bo. Now we come free turn. I begin play for Blackpool and Dion Stars. We did stadium 1999 stadium in the camp. We did, you know, we did a stadium 1-2 years, you know, before I left America now.
Oh wow! So you don't tell where you don't left Salo, just like this man where you don't go Belgium. He said don't left Salo, you don't left them.
Yeah, you know, I go every year, but you don't tell why I don't come on the years.
Okay.
So bro, Max, make you wear orange today.
You know, say me na Blackpool man. You know, say me na Blackpool man.
So the all two na Blackpool.
The all two na Blackpool.
Exactly. It look like Kallon planner.
Yes,
I know that.
And the one in the way Blackpool lost to the filler. Silla be want to go Blackpool lost, that's why they filler. And the provoker.
I know that. I know. I know ever like for lose. You know, never.
Time bad and go both school, but me go CKC, but that the same route to all travel can.
Exactly. Yeah. We follow your step anyway. And your step will follow. Just like what happened, you know, people that be always say me because I be there with Bar always so the both school. Yeah. So Bar left both school and follow in step. You know, even though we like Lions then come, you know, other clubs then come, I don't be ever one for good that I buy a step, I always try to follow, I go Blackpool back, you know. So it's just the same anyway, yeah. So that's it.
Oh, that's amazing. So yeah, but obviously the other people then they were the not sabi, you know. Now one get position in a play where you play for national team or we play youth football. Now the youth football more I wonder what's the glory days of where would that be the you know we did them 15, 16, that glory days football, whether not inside ball or any side now. I be there on a grab.
Well,
Now me they ask, okay, now Max, okay.
No, yes. Mr. Max will go first.
Okay. Junior team actually I play na Freetown, Angelic have been the best junior team then 10 and day. You know, they play na Ferguson, schoolyard, prisons, you know, recre, we play na Boku sided. I mean the best team in those days. You know, we manage and have been possible Cabo, California now. And then my best goalkeeper and I've been Felix Kabab. He turned to Anabi Isa. He played for Blackpool defense. You know, he played for Edwards. He come Blackpool now. He left goal. He can't play defense. But then 10 and day, you know, it be nice. It be really nice football. I mean football then 10 and day. Tell what they play for Blackpool. You know, buy ticket by then 10 o'clock. You know, they enter field again. You know, then 10 and they feel the football. They been sweet anyway. We'll not be get money, but we enjoy football. You know. I begin play striker for, you know, as even with my height, you know, I begin play striker for Salon, the one who I enter day. See, I play striker T, I left day. You know, play Boku side.
Bro Max, I remember vividly. I remember Usaimi meet you, but you not go because me be small picking.
I go to una house.
Juba Hill, so I know it was not the gates we all gates, so I did look you and Tom Terry.
Yes.
I was a big boy then, you know. I remember I said, you know, black women not too long to be the supporter. I said, me not be still a Republican, but if you know me family very well, because
yes, of course.
When I didn't remember it, I'd be reading name Max Macaulay or so, you know, that thing and the. But I remember that picture. They take
big brother. I remember Musa. You know,
the great Kamara, a chess man.
Oh, that's amazing.
But
so
yeah, go ahead,
Mr. Silla. What's not the team no you play for? Who's spots, you know, that's that small league football now I know for us.
Oh, okay, yeah. Really, me small league football me play. You know, that's exactly, you know, you understand. You know, but I began for can't get is then, you know, we get some clubs in Abu, they call packers, contractors, you know, we not get much clubs anyway, we not get much anyway. And that time also I'll be really small, you know, so it'd be really difficult for like come out to go play because my papa be really strict on me. And nobody allow me really for play, you know. So pass I began for the high, they go play, you know, I come, they go beat the good one, you know. Serious one. It was always like that, you know. So now one time the Packers people then in team Papa and Muslim and really then go meet this part and say, Papa, do you left this body they go play? They guys small, they try for we, you know. That's the way small way they go play, where you come, you know, my Papa that the person that he cannot really say that the pass with me, they sing me name, Silo Bado, but it just the wait. It just the wait to kind of a serious bit for me. But my mama now, my mama now, it be so nice. My mama now, me tell the pie, say, left this speaking. You don't know if this football they play, now 2 years you get for it. So, and indeed, in the future now, but I'll get for Canto that anyway.
Yeah.
So, I'll be there with Packers, you know, Packers are there with Packers, they do well, that's a bad contract, then Mario Kempes, they get Rossi there, we get Bio Conte a lot. But as I be say, I be somebody will be really afraid because I be too small, very lanky. I was the youngest among all of them, you know, the youngest. When they say youngest, maybe I'll be even younger, maybe 6, 7 years, 8 years. It was too much.
Whose position will they play there?
As a striker.
They be the kick you.
Too much, you know, you're afraid. But the only thing about me, I'm not be ever afraid for like up the air. You know, I think so. Now one of the things that will help me in my career, you know, as a football player, even when I get for come out, even then at the national team, that the team really will help me because when you're small, then although I be fear because my body be too small, you know, but in the air I was so like, you know, gifted in that anyway. So that be really they help me make maybe people they be the see say, well, this guy matured, you know, although I not be too physically fit anyway. But I thank God also, as I will say, for Coach Polo, it therefore decided really say, Sila, I think being a striker was not the right position for you. So it therefore switch. You understand? Me not a player, we're not too fast, not too slow. I just the in between. You understand? So Coach Polo decided for Mekla play as a midfielder. So it put me in that position and it was better. And you can't believe, as they put me in that position, that's the time that I had the chance, a lot of chances now from national team, clubs coming from, and that'll be the team. So I end up playing as a midfield,
Okay.
So those are one of the things anyway. Right. Well, it was fun anyway. It was fun. It was really nice.
Right. Okay. Brahma. Okay, no, go ahead.
So go ahead.
Yeah, Brahmax, quick one.
Yes.
Yes, still a 1-1 on Brahmax. Me, I think we are reading name. Okay, so but what's gonna be your quality? What's gonna be your quality? Then will you be the player? No say you not be powerful player. Then would that be the toughest, best defender where if you say you don't come across where you play against us alone?
Wow, me quality actually, I've been run tracks where this CKC back. I've been do 400 meters, I do 100 meters, I've been do all. So I've been get speed. If when game starts, I try defender first and speed first. Last year, how faster defender did. If I see I'm beat up on speed, then I capitalize on that day. But they also call me the dribbling magician because for card I mean sabi card. Okay. If I'm able to beat you by the speed, a card I the fashion you with. But my best defender, na Lubilo, Amadou Rappel. Amadou Rappel in speed, even with the practice, all the national teams have made to be almost equal speed. So if I take speed, instead they take speed, so and they foul on the referee, not the blood and stupid foul and no more. They flash me, if you able to flash me, that scissors, not be the miss. They come with that scissors kick. With this 1 foot miss, the second one not the miss. So, always. And referee not they blow them. Referee not they blow them within and they 17 and they, you get for grab and play back. So now be me toughest defender and the second defender now be Racine. They been tall, lanky, get a long foot himself. I mean, a bit flash.
Okay.
So be me man and one in the.
So Silo Bado, me on to you now. First of all, me, technically there was a time I be you Kallon not so.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think the last time the last time we play against, if you remember, I be Lions Blackpool Stadium. I think the last game they play where you go before myself. I be they play 2. Now the game anyway, this Kallon in brother Kemokai go bought me up where Kallon. I guess I don't broke all parts for my body.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I will ask you first how the coaching license they go, because the last one I meet you be there on par for that license, right?
Yeah.
How is it going?
Yeah, I be there on that. I be don't do that anywhere. I be don't do me FA level 1 and 2. So I be even busier with some coaching about a few years ago, but I be therefore can't stop because I try to do the coaching for that, just get something at my hand. But I don't want come into coaching. You understand? I don't really want to come into it. I just want to get something at my hand. You understand? Because many people they feel say because you play football, you want to be a coach. I just try for get something at my hand, so I will be part of it. Last say I don't get something anyway. That one has been on. Yeah. So that one be done okay anyway. I don't get problem about that anyway. So that's it anyway.
Thank you. No problem. God bless you. Kallon, go. I get plenty, but go ahead.
Okay. But Max.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we don't struggle. Forget the people that play between the 60s and 70s. Back home, like the Ofijobo, the Joseph Toby, and other guys that we can tell with the history and able for link with you. Now you're fortunate for playing the 70s and you see the one that we play the 60s, the Kamara them as well. So how you want to compare the two generations?
Well, in football, it's always difficult for compare two different eras. Like Kamara, we all know saying that we man and then how you could say longevity, players them they last. I the jump fence for go watch Kamara play for United, then 10 and day. I agree. I meet and I feel back, I play with him. I play against him, I play with him, you know. Before he left now, in fact, I mean, he left now in position. You know, we playing again, I mean, he left now in position, then take him out. Like call me, say, Bobo, he say, no make a shame. You know, he say, this young boy, we don't can flash me, so he say, take him for me, do ya? You know, so, but it had for really compare two different eras then. You know, I play with the Daifans, the Mazolas, you know, Toby's, Central Johnson, Al Terry, we been get stars and then 10 and D. But it's still hard for compare Unatem and Witem and Kamara and Tem, you know, Dino Tumbu, you know, Kaide and Kambia Una now, you know, it adds. It really adds.
So, but we just for me, I just like for the name them. Where they call the number, they're happy. I don't see when they play, but when they call the name number, they're happy. So your own time, which first 11 have you best 11 you play with? National team and mighty Blackpool.
You don't call them mighty. You don't call them mighty Blackpool.
Yeah,
No one call them mighty Blackpool.
No, Max are mighty.
Okay.
Mighty.
Sit down are mighty. Now they want to know right now.
Yeah, mighty. Yeah, sure. We are mighty, you know.
Deserve the mighty. Then deserve.
They call Blackpool Government 11.
Yeah.
Government 11 because 11 players then. Now Blackpool will be the national team as well.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Now we been represent Salon back. You know, the same 11. First 11 na Blackpool na the national team.
Really?
So yeah.
Wow.
Suma Remete goalkeeper. Number 2 Buba Kamara.
Go ahead.
Suma Remete.
Yes.
Number 1. Number 2 Buba Kamara.
Yeah.
Number 3 Rakarak Singh.
Yeah.
Number 4 Kaba China.
Hey.
Yeah.
Number 5 Umauddin Sisse.
Yeah.
Number 6 George Best.
Wow.
Number 7 Abiose Mani.
Hey,
Number 8 Michael Effion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Number 9 Max Macaulay.
Yeah.
Number 10 Alusain Terry. Then number 11, we can put Tio. No, Tio not been the national team. Would have been the play 11. I think that I'm not able to remember number 11 again. But Mazola been the play 11 and 10 and they call on touchline dribble.
So I take us in a Umaru this
time. Becca be the carrying on that touchline day.
Okay, so no add Mazola there for now.
Yes.
So I take us in a Umaru this is gonna be the captain for that lineup there.
Yes, now Umaru will be captain.
Okay.
So Mr. Sila, them players that we don't name that 11, you said be able to interact with any one of them?
No, they were the really like, you know, the only person, even like Max now, so you know, so then they will be small, really, you know, so now all be able, then they'll be small with the jump fence for watch them, you know, then tell them, you know, pass woman become understand us and they don't left the country, you know, who knows now, you know. But like Alusan Terry really now be the one self what really encourage me, you know, like I'll be telling us say we'll go meet up now provinces where we make a team. Now it really encouraged me, you know. Yeah, it really encouraged me, you know. Now it really give me the zeal really after we Coach Polo don't take me there. From the moment when he gave me that zeal, he said my son, because they call me a son, you know. So he said if me just get a mind. Like because during the training, really, I begin get mine now. You know, so when you train with big guys and now, they get so mature, you small, you know, you pray for meet the one that you know, like Max there, all the one that so.
Yeah.
Like Terry now, I can't get this chance now for come meet him. So we encourage me for that moment. Me said they really can't get the zeal now. I just kick up now, just like that, you know. So that one of the players in back who really push me will make a. Become somebody now, mighty Blackpool also anyway. Yeah, but Black also really, yeah.
Yes. Just correct now. He's saying Ali Gainga be the play 11.
Yes, but Ali not last. Ali play 11, but he not play for national team. You know,
Okay.
as done school now, Ali take off.
Oh,
Okay, thank you.
Who never be the coach that time there? Who never be the coach?
Amadou Kago.
Never be the coach both team, Blackpool and both team.
No, now I'm in the coach Blackpool. Leon Stars, now being coach Stephen Bio, Mane Peters, and Amadou Okro.
Oh, okay, yes.
Oh wow.
Amadou Okro now being superstar in those days. They never when they watch who is young.
So we want to know now. So, from your own feedback, what did the supporters they say that time? Because now, if you pick even 6 players from one team, they say you don't pass.
That's correct.
You go call your own people. Yeah, right now they're happy right now. What's the name?
Yes. They don't get all the young people anymore. You can't put them. But then we tell them, you know, man, they not been complain for some reason.
Yeah.
Because Blackpool now we win championship for 5 years in a row.
Oh, wow.
So Blackpool represent the country back and not being, you know, they're not being complain.
Okay.
You know, they accept them. Daifan, you know, every now and then they go bring somebody different inside. Daifan, you know, Sento Johnson, Mazola, Akinoa.
Yeah, but you can't end up playing with 40cc as well.
Yes, for the chairman can be and we. For the chairman begin play actually when me don't left.
Oh, okay.
You know, for the Namion person and the boy, he begin play, you know, after we don't left now, the big one.
Okay, Mr. Silla.
Yeah. So,
Ilobado. We don't go. We can go to your professional career now.
yeah, sure.
Okay, I think somebody there will know you well. See, say you playing at Belgium and Turkey, I believe.
Yeah.
They will let you just touch on them 2 countries and a little bit, Turkey and Belgium. This now Alan Marvin, Johan Campbell, now some Creole. Now it look like Creole for to me. And he sent this.
Okay, that's good. Well, you know, because as I say, I came here 1992. That was that. Me and Jazino began a chance for coming here. You know, Jazino Musa Kallon, option also behind me.
Yeah.
So I come here. Yes, I come. Me and the Lokren. We did Lokren together for 1 year. So the other year, me get for left hand of the club. Me come to a club called Kallon. You know, I did it for about 3 years. I left it. Then buy me back. Now I go Lomel. I did Lomel for other 3 years. From there back, another. You know, I be really lucky. You know, because not about being a better player. You know, say some people them lucky for like just, you know, getting transferred from one club to another. You know, I be really lucky about that anyway. So I get for left Lomel back. I go Dendaliu. And the other club I quite be there back. They recall me back. I can't play for them. From there now, where I left, then I would have been Capellan at the time, Turkey. One scout come, and this was so funny. But that moment, I be really get injury. I be injured. I be get a knee injury. So about 3 weeks, where I don't come out from rehab, you know. So I get for come back. Where I train about 2-3 weeks. So a scout come from Turkey. But really, this scout will come from Turkey, and not for me, it come really. It come for a player where my club get for play against when I be Antwerp. You understand? So luckily for me, this man can spot me. And you are not gonna believe, because I've been on the Belgium for about 9 years. 9 years, 9 good years for the Belgium. So later, this man can decide and say he wants me. So then can me go Turkey. So I did Turkey for about 4 years. My first club not Turkey, I be Van Spoor anyway. So I did it for about 2 years and I Van Spoor. I play my professional level there. You know, say Mohamed Kallon, Musa Kallon. Mohamed, you big brother Musa Kallon. You know, say a play for this Van Spoor. Gonna be ever know.
Yeah.
I not be ever know. Say Mohamed Kallon and Musa Kallon play for Van Spoor. Now we just sit down at the within the eating room. Now I just see a photo of Musa Kallon. I say, wow. I say, so when I began to play away, come off, you know, Sierra Leone. So it was so amazing. I'll be so happy. I feel proud about that, you know. So from that time now, they begin really respect me, because you know, say when somebody don't come out, you same country, don't go, you don't do something there, you know, me say we can't get that morale, you know, and I'll be really. I think that my best football ever play really in Turkey anyway, because I was well known, you know, God be really help me there. So, but after that, what can happen, I get for come back again, I come back Belgium, I don't play there for 2 years, become a contract done for 2 years. So I began for come back, where I come, now Malatia Sport call me back. I go back, I go sign it for 2 years. So from there now, I decide for left there now, I come back Belgium, where I come Belgium, but I began injury. So I began a chance for go play in England. I go play in Scarborough for about a year. But we began small torsion. Scarborough be one back, go back. But when another one go back, that time, you know, Tumbu arranged something for me in Malaysia. You know, Tumbu. I go play in club. So, but I get for I go Malaysia really. I go meet him. But me go in club, you know, say, and you know, football is about money, you know. So, you know, he want to be manager because I go say that I be manager. So I get for go there, we arrange things anyway. But finally, I began for enter another club. You understand? Eh? So I did it about 4 years again in Malaysia. From then now, that was now 2004, 2005. I come back Belgium. Well, I come back Belgium, but that I only come back Belgium because I lost my papa anyway. You understand? Eh? Before my papa died, you know, I decided really for stop football anyway. Because although my papa did tell me for last stop football, that I go continue in business because my papa get a filling station. But you know, I be so reluctant, I'm not able to go because I even tell my papa, I say I really love football. I don't just can't leave football for can go do your business. You understand? Eh? So that was the last time really I decided to stop football. Although I'm still supposed to play back because to move really they call me for I go back. So I just decided for just hang up, you know. So
nice one.
Yeah. So I just go easy with
so now after you come out there, not the last time that you play now, we retire.
Yes, we retire. Then I'm the last time now.
That's awesome.
My last time, because like the national team. So my last match, I think I playing. I be against Niger, inside Niger. I mean, my last game anyway I play.
In fact,
that was my life.
Una always play na Salon national team, but now later, you know, like when they see other country them national legends there. So unfortunately, I don't see they do that much na Salon. It goes to Kallon who don't play, Kai where they play now, he don't retire for us in the national team. But I know one day, I don't know if I don't ever hear but a testimonial match in a Salon. I mean, I asked the question because you know, players in the play, they will go get a testimonial Sunday, that money they then go take and put up on a charity or help another academy or the young one in there. So let's say Max Macaulay, they go back, they do a testimonial for Max Macaulay, Blackpool against Lions, all the gate takings, go to Max Macaulay in charity or so. They don't ever do a Kallon, so tell me no member.
It's true. It's true. So let me go ask you a question then, because when you do testimonial, is it basically because when the player don't retire, correct?
Right. You don't know football.
How many players don't really announce their retirement from Sierra Leone football?
That's a good one. But almost all minorities, because even the one they all left not being said, they don't really.
Exactly. So then they wait, say, but if you announce, say, listen, I don't done, I'm retired, then maybe we can make a testimonial game for you.
But yes, you know that's true.
I don't not get that kind of thing, man. I don't not get.
No, bro, Max, this is the question follow up to her because of the ex-players union. I didn't see something for the look at now. So that players are comfortable for say, okay, then they want to retire. The ex-players union able to get together, go host that testimonial for that well-deserved player there and put them towards what you get for put them. This is just an idea, you know. I think
No, but so that now good talk, Kenny, because you know this talk we talk so because sometimes we can go talk. Some people they still they ask you if we still they play. You understand? Eh? Now a very good a good talk this Kenny. You understand? So nothing really as you don't retire, really people they for know. You understand? Eh? How people they get for know now through this forum. You understand? Eh? So now a good point, anyway. A good point.
Okay.
A good point.
So
The only thing we see now that December we so they go make that, you know, East West and then veterans and then play, you know, now serious thing Nandi.
Sasso just go and play because Sasso no play, so he just go and play.
Okay, so me now before Ebola, immediately before Ebola, we would plan the testimonial match.
Okay.
So we get agreement with Africell, with all the sponsorship and all that things then before Ebola camp. So I make another. So I don't play over 6 or 7 different testimonial matches then for like Okocha, I play Kanuyon, I play Taiboyon, I play Okono Thomas, so I in particular go play. Then obviously I play other few players that they were played in testimonial matches as well. As you say, we want to do the same. We plan to do the same for the Cox as well at one time. After the Cox come on, bad illness we get after a recover, we want to do testimonial match. I don't know what thing they come up. Something they come up, make it up with one. But a very good idea that they for come up with that and do. For play the way, don't play for many years.
Yeah, but big bro, Youssef, man, was there an official statement that came out saying, yes, I don't retire?
Kallon don't retire.
From football?
Yes, I do on BBC with Fajabai. I do on twice.
Can you not go wait for all man for retire? So man, they look at the door.
Even announced in 2014. In 2014, they announced my retirement.
Okay, yeah, that's what I say.
Actually, they're on BBC, they're on Google, everywhere.
But Kai,
Ajay, what about Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame are different.
because really, this thing really good. Because you know how I say so.
Yeah.
Not to pass where post you go to, you get big belly. They go say, okay, you're retired. Some other fit, because when you fit, yeah.
Something important there because he called the name the Cox. Would they take a number? I don't say they will bring this up, but if you look like the Cox, to me, an honorable man, seriously, I get so much respect for him. But if you remember the situation at Salon and most of the old players in our Salon, Lord be honest with that. Most of them are not good. So if you go promote a testimonial for the Lord, say for the Cox, we go to a 1-0 stadium, we make one big game. Kallon gets he put some shoe, I put some shoe, but couldn't professionals, they will be the play calm, or bring 1 or 2 big player calm. That stadium, they full. That's some good money and for go can towards the Cox or whatever I get for the family, or which say anybody will get if now other cause or so. So I think that way the ex-footballers association get for look at Mr. Chairman, and then and push towards that. It get for be we that union with the hoster. Not so ordinary possible go do one for them all. Now we the footballers and get for do that for them. I think that will go a long way. And there's so many who don't retire. Very soon, Agina they can't tell you say we don't retire a long time.
a lot don't retire.
You know about the
retire.
You know about the ex-players union, where they're in existence for the past 3 years. You know most of the things that we will stand for and what we want to do. But very soon, maybe by next week, we will come with the one that we're in charge for, and can talk about the union. So other things that will come out. Because obviously, we know we do that without the viewers then. We never do that without the one that is supporting for more small. So now we all get for come together and do our name properly.
That's true. Well said.
Okay. So let's go back to Max.
Yes, Max.
Yes, sir.
Somebody say if you remember, you forced national team game, and if you get a recollection, Amos goal is scored for national. I tell us when I not get archives, but I still ask.
We're not going to keep records. Nine of the thing, Salon not been get record for 19 and day. But I score few goals. I think my first game now against Gambia. I think now, against Gambia. I not been scored on that game day. I score. Okay, we'll beat Gambia 2-0, I think. 2-0.
Inside Salon or inside Gambia?
Inside Salon. Inside Salon.
Well, at least almost game you play for Salon.
Oh yeah, I play. From the like I say, from the one where I enter Lyon Stars. I mean, I've been the main striker till I left. So I play beaucoup games and then Lyon. Then they will not be the keep records, but I play beaucoup games.
So what are the guys with the number 9 position? What are they? Are the big striker the days and day? I don't say Akino will be the part of them.
Yeah, I keep in the coming, not to all time. If we get that body there, yes, but not to be all time. I keep not being like then Bosco, outside Bosco, Kamara don't retire now, then the Daifan, Sento Johnson, Mazola, of course,
Yeah, but you not play with Christian Cole, Obimeziga then.
I mean, put Christian Cole na field.
Yeah.
Obi na be me captain. I play with Obi back. Now I make I say salon football at them in the last. Obi go watch that one and they can't play with them back. Obi na very intelligent player, very, very intelligent striker. One of the best I don't see.
Okay.
They've been very, very intelligent. They've been good.
They see the story the story didn't ever change. Mr. Macaulay the talks in the jump fence, they go watch. Why is Mr. Silavac saying back jump fence for watch Mr. Macaulay? They miss a question also. Are they being fence inside Gambia? They watch Mohamed Kallon.
That's good. That's good. That's so.
This is good. It's good. This is good reminiscing. Let's see what they say now. Okay.
But we're not doing national team. I mean, the experience that we want really know, but again, not all about for talk bad, but any kind of federation or this. But I will not be the move around. I'll let's say even on a vest them or on a travel, the fans where they kind of stadium, just like what you say, where Blackpool be the play them 10 and day. If you not buy tickets by 10 o'clock, forget what I don't let how the tempo be around national team doing and 10 they wanna play. Mr. Silala, start with you.
Okay, really, then time you always can't wait for forget a match, especially like you wanna talk about the club issue first or the national team. You wanna talk about the club or the national team? Okay, right. Like the national team, so really it'd be so interesting. The most important work you really they wait for and that gathering, togetherness. Going to camp or maybe going to hotel. You get a lot of fun there. A lot of fun. Make fun, you get some players the way just there for provoke, like then let's cater them, to rush them, just provoking, because I remember one time where let's cater to move just for food, because one time, especially like the under 23 national team, so may not be the captain at that moment, then 10. But Tumbu now pausing. We're not able in Belen, for it, you get me. So Ian, this one, let's cater. Then we got to get a serious fight, just for food. Because training don't do the training. So Tumbu now, anyone waits, follow, because we get time for it. But Tumbu don't come, he say, he want it right now. Tumbu, he getting jazzy on, he say, well, it's right now. And I get and say, he say, well, you say, back, we back for the other. So, most of them things, man, remember all them things, they laugh, it'd be so interesting. The most important thing back, the atmosphere back, like when you go to the field, may not be possible really, like where they enter a field. If you see the population so crowded, you're so happy. That's be also, that be all that thing that really will be the motivating man, the woman, not be they ever wait for see, you understand? Yeah. So that'll be one of the things about will be so exciting to me anyway. So I don't know now for Mark.
Yes, Mr. Back.
Yeah. So, it make a remember one story, the national team. Frank Williams have been the goalkeeper. But they left for shoot dice with Mazola. So Mazola, they don't shoot this dice yet. Nine first come out. Mazola, they bout. Mazola lift her up. Frank said, he said, just put me down, sir. The guy asked me up. Yeah, he asked me up. Put me down, sir. He put on down. Mistake step. He just put on down again, sir. But national team, we enjoyed it.
Chairman, Mohamed Kallon, 26th March 22nd, 2016. They say now you retire.
No.
You see?
That's what it was.
But I'll go retire, Max.
You last played 2014.
Now they tell you now, so I mean, so let me say
one of you historian demo.
Okay, so me now and Teen I may retire. Are they 2014? Are they America? 2016 are the coach used to that more. So, anyways, let's go back to Rubesh. Rubesh played the best areas there for Mighty Blackpool. He plays Muller, right? Coach Muller.
Yeah.
How much years gonna win the championship?
No, like Coach Muller, you know, say maybe don't left, maybe don't left. You know, say me go Blackpool, really. I go Blackpool, and I think 89, 90, let me go Blackpool. I played only for Blackpool for almost like 2 years. The second year, now I come Belgium. I don't really play much with Blackpool anyway.
Well, you know, be lucky because the 90s, Edwards be the game. Now we get the best team, Edwards 90s.
but then Blackpool, you know, say then it be so difficult for B2 back. You know, Una say no that very well.
That's been the
so, you know, say
exactly. You know, say 86 to 90, 86 to 89.
Yeah.
90 might be Tibati there, Tom Terry,
till 91, till 91, 92.
No, 91.
Yeah, no. Till 91, 92. Now we are the last batch that we left Blackpool now. We all left in Mackley. You know, then I deal with Ali Mao, I deal with Mel Gibson, Torres, you know, Tolo. That team is so wonderful anyway. You know, football, but it'd be really nice, and it'd be really nice. You know, because man can recall back then days, and then this guy now will coach. I don't call this man. Kallon will be coach, and Kallon will be coach. Although Kamara back there with you as second coach anyway. It'd be really interesting anyway. We had a good time and it was really nice.
Yeah, but we'll beat Una plenty when we can Lions. We'll beat Una plenty, I remember.
You sure?
Of course.
So you remember one match they will play Una. You know, the match Una be the lead 2-1, I think. All man don't leave the stadium now. We equalize 2-2. That's the game don't done safe. The game don't be done. But then they will be the play Una. And also not be the beat really, but I think most of the matches now be a draw, a lot of draws.
Yes, close
a
call.
lot of draws. Yeah. A lot. You know, who said we don't turn now? We say, Abo, this Lions said they will play there. We go dominate them, so but you go see you will draw or the B3. Now somebody can be the going. So football will be so funny and it'll be interesting.
Okay, you just come on salon a few months ago. You watched the league. I mean, I don't say you do your assessments, your evaluations on everything we go on. How you want to compare this time and our own time back in the 80s?
Oh, okay. Really, as I can say, really, like with time of playing, really, you know, to compare with now where the boys can be play. Okay, for now, the one the way they play now, they for really appreciate things now because now in a modern world we did right now, you understand? But if you watch before, like we saw be the play, we not be the play for money. We not be the play for money at all, absolutely nothing. We be just one play, and then if you watch really, we not be the look like for bluff, this and that. No. We just want to play the game. We want to go to that pitch and do something, you understand? So we can make our way. But if you watch now, the young boys that are what they for try for do now, let them understand say this football the way you play. Now the pitch, as I think I follow what I talk before with before this meeting, and I follow a few things anyway. We got for follow what would they do at the pitch, you understand? And not to after the pitch, you get me? Because nowadays now you see the young ones they don't understand. You know, like we saw the goal achieve, like what Max say, Max then 10 really. If not be then 10, they will Max and be the play. It was trouble financially. You know, if I don't great, just like Kallon, like I said, kind to the football, where your own time come really, it was the best time. And exactly, and you did well, and we are proud of that. You understand? So the only thing we want to try for talk about the young one and now right now. Therefore, try to understand, say, this football they play, then they left this bluff, forget about everything. The pitch where they did, money, yes, although money back now they look for, but let them know, say, what did they do at this pitch? After that, you will get what you want, you understand? So that. Because really, if I tell you, they tell me go Blackpool, I left back home. My papa don't ever want allow me for go. But me go on, I know I suffer there. You know what believe, Kallon. I left I be there with by White Pole, I mean, by Wilkins Road. Anytime I go training, Now jog at the jog for go Mighty Blackpool training every time.
Now complex when
Well,
I train.
Yes, I did. At the left, now jog at the jog for good day. Jog every day. I come out done back at the jog for come back. Not about say money video, money no be there. Now because of the passion I get for football. Because I know my goal, I know what I want. You understand? Eh? So now they want themselves get for understand say, although now the world is modernized, then for understand say, struggle get for day before ever they succeed in things. And then get for they manage things, how things to go on. So now advice me one try for give them. You understand?
Well, I feel say also
Yes.
good advice.
Yes.
But also I feel say I think say most of the young ones they work hard, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But even we said the old one, even if you don't play before, sometimes if you just can't know the money can't buy you, so for some reason you can get carried away. You understand? You can get carried away. The wrong friends and they come around you. They can make you do things and you know they understand what's in the gun. But I believe say that the work ethic today, now the normal how for move on in life and how for carry yourself. Once that they can we the salon professionalism with safe way. I think so we able to go a long way for play this game. Because me what to look for now for the next Sierra Leoneans. Now the way they pass Mohamed Kallon now, where they pass Inter, then Madrid, but play consistently, starting 11, not over just go take salary. You then have that starting. You know what I mean? Now it takes a lot of discipline, control, and then the wrong friends. Where the wrong friends come for eat, then they eat you back. And then you get your problem, you know, you forget whose side you come on. So I still believe in the young generation. Let's see no matter how they go. But that's a major fact.
No, listen. So like this, see where they come up. So right now really a lesson for the one that way they come up. And no say they not go do no mistake. You understand? Eh? Because it really nice. Because if we sit down, we not talk about those things, they not go learn. You understand? Eh? You know. So like this now what they do, me no say they will learn and then go become stronger and do better than what we do.
Hopefully.
Perfect. Well said. Yep.
I don't know if I go totally line with me. Okay, before we can join national team, I mean, no say the administrators, them managers, them they put a lot of effort. They work extremely well for make sure say they're able to sustain the team and the players. But now I think say now the players and they work for the administrators them,
which is bad, you know.
Now actually feel because now the players them it look like it's okay. The players them now then they don't get saying. Way before, now Europe now. The administration they work for we.
Yeah.
The employer who can work for we, who can take care of, who can be with logistic managers, with welfare officers, they take care of we. But Salon now, the other way. What do you think?
The other way, yes, the opposite way.
Yeah. I think say you know part of it na the money. Una temo we temo alone play pro still. You know, money not being too focused on money. Like when they make money, now una clubs there, una can't allow not to for money now. You know, and even the officials themselves, they put effort and they work hard. You know, not to be for money. But now all the officials themselves they make big money. You see, money don't come inside now. Everybody want, you know, you don't the money don't wait to you don't football people there. You know.
Yeah, Mr. Max. Mr. Max, what's Mr. Max say? Go ahead, Mohamed.
I said like now oversee now also how they play. Okay, they treat you to respect. They value you. They get everything at your service. You get the guy where they can pick in house, they will wash your car, fill your car, bring your equipment, then come at the right time and all. But Salon, I'm not going to say they happen that way. Can I go ahead?
No, that's what perfect way to Mr. Macaulay says. You know, even the people the way they run the football, they make the same money as you, which we just talked about that how long ago was the appearance. Let's say Salon, they get $1,500 per appearance, but with that back here we go, instead they get the same 1,500. So
exactly.
Would that more important? You were in the field or you were you were there on the outside? No, definitely. I think that the sacrifices where we always talk about is waiting at your job. You know, like we say, okay, me take care of the jazzy. Okay, now me job done it. Now you no more sabi. Now I get what can do. You know, me they make sure say everybody in flight. Me the PRO, which means say now me get for arrange interviews them for the people them and really try for waiting stuff. So where you know you position, it's just like we were there overseas or people the way you gonna work. You sabi your job. the job now anymore you do.
Yeah.
The way they around national team where everybody they can say, hey, Kai, you got to put more efforts. The way they want so that they look here and say, oh, not a your job that day. You can't tell me. so that's it.
Let's talk about the administration. Kallon, what you talk about? Max, I get a question. If you know what answer, answer. So if you know what answer, you don't have to. Okay, but this time the question. The administrative part, the one the way they look after on the players, they want to go for national team or so. Max Macaulay, from your days then. Sorry, I call you Bramax. Bramax. From your days. No, it's okay. From your days then to Sila, to Kallon, to Kai, una able just out of our mind right now think say, wait, one man be there and that way very honest, humble, and straightforward. Una able remember that one person another SLFA or the administration, one man will be humble, honest, and straightforward, nothing but money, respect the players, them, appreciate the players, and say these are ambassadors of the country. Una able remember that? Say personally like Kadana Salon, football.
I think so them boku. But they really come across too many because most of the times to my own generation, most of the times the players and the staffs they really not get along as much, But the first name will come to my mind where I know say we always there around national team, which makes people there for know obviously now JJ when a Blackpool man too, JJ there that 24/7 holding back anything, it go make sure say the footballer they gets this. It does there around football. I like football so much. And when you see the passion from JJ, why they say, oh, JJ don't there around, for how long around football. That's amazing things where they are from people there like them there.
Yeah, JJ and I mean, you watch Blackpool vest. We always there around Bubare. I've been Bubare before, but since JJ said don't make money inside the football now, instead don't wait instead. We don't even come on Blackpool, Recently, Blackpool asked them, JJ not to Blackpool posting again. They're not asking them.
Yes, I get the news.
Let them return every single penny, everything within at the hand. The boss if we didn't get JJ tell and say the boss in a garage. We not get the money now on our hand. Why the boss for in a garage? And new boss, he say let them go pay 1,000, almost 1,500, 1.5 million. Let them pull the boss, So then come on the war in Timbo. They're all old people and they all long about.
Yeah, I heard that story. I heard the story. Yes, I get that.
Like you blood on that. What do you think?
Okay.
Me really as they say, will say really. You understand, say like Salon right now. People the way they did it right now, one makes some people they're not really correct now because of this poverty back, poverty. Now they cause all this problem back. Because I know will say they're all not honest. They're all honest, Although me not really get into them so much, you understand, But me too, what he making Yeri, what he maybe done the Yeri for most of the executive members, then there were a few who were not honest, you understand, But I can't just call names. You get me?
Yeah, you don't have to.
I can't just call them. I know about that anyway. You understand? So me, as before we talk much about this, me the only thing when we don't sit into this forum, me know say we always there. You understand? From Kallon, all of us now, me know say we want make this thing for a better future. You understand? That me don't see because I believe say. Una already on the right now, what they talk with right now. Me no say una the plan for do things really, not for just on our own pocket. You get me, Una they try for do things for the future, especially for the youth, for the young ones that way they come up. Man, that me don't see to this point anymore. Because even the time when they put me into this with Slafa forum, you understand? If una be understand, why me cannot be the come in? I be tell Kallon say because some arguments be the come on, I get for be open. I don't be like the argument, you understand? I say because we're not kids anymore, you understand? Me no say if Kallon don't try to bring this, so they don't try to bring this, all funny. It's very nice, That me say, una don't see beyond, And I think that this we get for help the future, the young ones that way they come up, not about we, because we now we don't get a lot of experiences, them good and bad. We will not let it repeat again to the young one. You get me?
Yep.
So you understand, So me the only thing we want time for talk. Me no say if they give this chance to win again, you understand? Salon will be a better side in football than I believe he may get. You understand?
You know what, Sasso? You know what I see? You see, like you go now other country, then Liberia, Nigeria, Ghana. You see the FA, now so the old footballers then and then they run them.
You're right.
But then now they no more they run them. I don't see any reason why Salon self not go do the same thing. Football not get pension na Salon.
Exactly.
All if the old players then if not stadium self then put them as gateman them or for begin do small work then they self then and get small. Some man them you go meet in a free turn as well their position a bad off.
It's very bad.
Really
yes,
bad
it's
off.
very bad. Very
they
bad.
play football, they not get nothing for show for.
At all.
You work in a government where you retire, you get more pension, they coming. But you play football in a salon where you retire, then you turn proper again.
Exactly.
It's sad. Then for left the football to football, all footballers then let run them. Let run them, let see. The best thing, Andy, until that regime they change, we all footballers then go take over salon football before salon football they go before.
Exactly. There you go see a lot of differences,
it's true. Well, let's call a spade a spade. I get for be honest now, Max. Are they ready? The footballers, are they ready? Because
good question.
The footballers so they say they split up. Then they are different camps. They don't need to.
Now the money.
So how?
So
not blame the one who they take care right now because they say this is an opportunity. They come and they did it. So where footballers they come together as one voice. Forget about the differences. It go happen, but you work together. You listen to all my opinion, accept all man as equal and work together. Then maybe, just maybe, that slight chance they go come. But for now, I not see that day. That's the problem, and we pray.
So based on your question, you convince me things that happen where not go the right way. Now I make you come up with that question there. So one thing we me not going for be part. I don't want for let people and feel say we create this platform because we want to go take over football or before the interest. Okay, like for me, I don't do this program for be FA president or for be minister of sport because if I want to be FA president, don't say how they can. Not to view as they get for votes. We get 47 delegates to get for votes. So it's not got nothing to do with SLFA or not got nothing to do with government job. Now we focus for bring the one them we don't get far away from salon football, like the Rupesh, like the Max Macaulay, okay, when they go down free time and go support to my club. We want to bring every ex-player close to a club we pay for. If they bring one ball, bring one boot, one vest every time we go salon for support the young one there. Now we think about right now. Okay, the question also be the same. If you go back home, like honestly, from the clubs then to the FA, if they work for the FA, you forget what's their responsibility. Anybody there employed for work for club or for work for FA, they forget job description. If you know you will, right? So me, I don't go salon at the wait the airport, nobody can pick me up. Okay, I don't return back. I begin look for person to ask for the ticket. I for reach the airport, I get my password. They give me allowance. They giving me program. So okay, for in a camp this time, when I go for practice, so date, that is there when I go camp for play the game. So all the things that they for be organized. See? So, but say things that are going fine. I make you ask that question, Lord, pick one person. It's shameful for pick one person at the FA where they do extremely well. It's impossible. Because it will be collective people where they get together, where they try for organize football properly. So
you just don't hit me points right there. Because I've been trying for proof, say, no teamwork, not the work under right now. There's no teamwork. And wake up football all in a team. Right? And Max, we say there's no high in the team, right? Now dynamic points and the way they put and law make it clear, don't make it clear. At this I go talk this, Kaiser go talk this. This forum here, Max, now for footballers them. We not come there so for can vote nominate anybody say for go be president.
It's no politics.
That's not the point here. So would that listen? Anybody okay you make any nonsense comments or so not a problem. We not for we footballers and we care for right now. We can also for build up with footballers and confidence, respect, everything. So
exactly.
That's it. Let them know.
Can I go ahead?
No, I was just going to say, I, Kamara Solomon, swear that I will improve Sierra Leone football to the best No, man, it's just amazing because now the stories and it will you know, why? Because me say for the national team, the stories and the word you know, when you talk about Junior Timubi Itzman, as I be some Itzman in the national team, you know, as I be then go, me the goalkeeper, the all the national team, like Itzman there. So it's great where we can kind and really just lament about football, but yeah, because. Myself, because like for example, I think that Toby now the one of the example where first meets the national team, we tell me about me own papa. We say, Asabi papa. I say, hey, I Asabi papa. I say, now what be the play ball? I say, go ask about me no more, this, that. And I don't be even if I say Toby is such a good footballer. Now me papa say, I say, Toby, now you tell me this, you know, but I'm smart. I say, wow. But just then thinking that Toby, I can see around academy, you know, they would step in there, but definitely on our right, you know, because like what you say, football not get pension, more of an inside Sierra Leone, you know, and it would be nice. But then Sasso bring up a really good question to say, you know, are some of these people ready? Are they ready? Because we all know that say everybody where you get position, you can change. But it's like, how will be ready if I get me right mentality, Mr. Max? You the ref, not so, or you be the ref,
yes, sir.
Right? So it's like, how can you bring your knowledge into the country and teach and improve? Because in that way, you they improve Sierra Leone football to the max. Because me don't day inside Salah, I don't play in then, you know, holiday tournaments there. I don't see the level of refereeing. The level of refereeing affects the way they play.
Yeah.
So how can we get you to go educate the one the way they did into, you know, a really good level? Then kind of ways then now I can see say maybe, you know, we'll all be able to help.
But then get people then like, you know, Patrick Mwana, we na minister of which that thing the president, the advisor.
Just like you say, president, the advisor. So he's really busy. He's really busy.
Well, now I've been a referee now, and I've been a good referee, and I
know, right?
Yeah, I think we go. It helps more a little bit.
But you're not involved, oh. You're not involved. All the tournament we don't do, I not see and show up there. I've never seen it.
Yeah. Wow.
That distracts you small. There's somebody who like talk about. I don't know. I know about Domingo.
Hey, I name you called
as a striker. Was he a striker? So Domingo.
Domingo. I've been good player. Well, who's one? Domingo Kochob in the pots. Then Domingo women into play na
today. Me, I know.
Yeah, that's Domingo. one in the pots. Instead playing a national team. Then yeah, I've been number 7 in the put time, but I know in young football me, I've not been really with it, but anyway, we not been get choice. We didn't put our all the play. Well, other Domingo been there last and Toure, Nabo from Kono. I've been very, very good player. You know, and I've been very, very, very good player. You know, I've been good. If not that the talk, if not that don't matter the talk.
Maybe somebody just put on the. You know. Bado.
Yeah.
2 questions. Home and away. Inside salon, I hear you call by inspector by name, but I want to get this clear. Who that meant for you? Who that meant for you that you look up to before you come to the level where you play? Then when you come outside, who that have you inspiration outside?
Okay, no talk first from salon, right? You understand? Right. As I be tell you, okay. Salon as like I be the come me and bar na be senior na both school, okay? I be senior. So I be always there with him, you know, always there with him, go out, football, because me and be back at the same town both school, you understand? So from where Bar left the school I be because in can left in go freeter, you understand it? Through this football, you know, transfer from Blackpool. So Bar left, really, I be look towards in, you know, in improvement, how it move, you know, in many things anyway. You get me? So where it can left and Mr. just say, well, Mr. for just follow a step. Now I tell you, say, chance, I get chances there for go other clubs then. You get me? Like Lions, they can meet me. Other clubs, they can meet me. Edwards can meet me. Kallon club, they can meet me, but I don't want the club anyway. So maybe just focus for play for Blackpool. All this time because you get a mentor. You understand, eh? So you just want to follow that mentor in steps anyway. Likewise, so I come Belgium now. Because, you know, from Blackpool, I come Belgium. Where come Belgium? We say from Blackpool, I come Belgium. I can't play about Belgium. So later I'm in the bar self get for, I don't know if later maybe you get for can't understand say, Barbie don't go back free time. May not be even know about that. So I continue my footballing. But really, if you watch, my mentor really asked, I don't know what if they try for ask me if I be get a mentor back now, or that you want to try for asking about, I don't know which one you want to talk about.
Would that influence you
Would I
somehow?
For play the game?
For play the game. Oh, that's Coach Polo. That is Coach Polo. That is him, eh? It's Coach Polo. Because
Polo de Canada now.
Thank you, but it don't come back London. It don't come back London. He's the one. He's the one. Yeah, he's the one. He's the one. He's the only one anyway.
That guy.
Yeah.
Okay, Brahma. Atomesa, Little John. They just sent message now. The WhatsApp. They say what they say now. People will play for Lions.
Okay, na Lansana Touries.
Respect, senior man Ato and Little John.
I did tell you, me respect to them. Me and Ato, you know, when I've been bodies then, he play for Lions, I play for Blackpool, but you know, that respect still there between we. And even Little John, I mean, you know what I mean, man.
Now that rivalry, I want to ask, but that Blackpool Lions game, Little John Johnson, Easter Lions, Max Macaulay, Mighty Blackpool. How was it?
Well, I not play with Little John actually. Little John when he play junior league, we had to play for Blackpool. But Ato, hey, we did fight for long. But that respect, that mutual respect, is always there to this day.
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Nice.
So we don't go overboard now because obviously the story may come.
No.
Yeah, but so it's about time we close up. We just want to continue to say thanks to all the one that we don't come. And I know say we get a lot of difficulties for get the one that back home and even some man they were there, like St. Johnson, then the came and put the way occupied with different jobs them and all. But we'll not say very, very soon we'll bring them come to now. The one day they ask for player, they name them. Okay. We don't tell them over and over say we try to level best for bring everybody. Everybody who want to be part of the program, we will make sure say we bring them. So go ahead and give the last words from Sila and Mr. Max Macaulay.
Okay. Really, really appreciate this meeting, really, because this meeting, I meet a way forward, you understand, eh? Because myself, Usa, right now, I'm excited, you know, because why I know when I bring this kind of meeting now for the future, now for the football of Sierra Leone, you understand, eh? Because if we really watch all the other countries, why not Sierra Leone? Normally, we for the qualify any tournament, you understand, eh? But I know say as we don't continue this gathering, I know say things will go better than before anyway. So now that I just want to all join together, let it be in one language, one country, then togetherness. Then I know say we'll go forward. That's one. That's I just want to talk.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Max.
Yes, sir. Well, me, I know say Salon from day one, Salon get talent. From then we broaden to them Boboden now. Salon get talent. At the administrative partner more. If they're able to work, put all thing politics, all it come on inside football, let them work hard and work on the Boboden. Salon will go before. The administrative part at the talker again. You know, bring old footballers then with knowledge, let them come up. You know, Salon will go before. Talent on a day.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Brother Max. As I saw, somebody with you as the comment say, Lord, take the time back to original time, or Lord, we continue for at this time. What do you think?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, me because of the Ramadan, I can sleep late, I wake late. So the original time is good for me.
Yes.
You know.
Okay, let's go back to original time.
Original time, and the days are perfect.
But that guy will make the person will make the suggestion. I think say you don't get bingo. So we'll go back to normal time tomorrow back. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. I mean, all who have said in text message today, where they close to the program. We will continue again tomorrow. So we'll go back to the normal time. When at 8 p.m. GMT. So see you guys tomorrow. And
Yeah.
can I say something last? Sasso?
My Bramax.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sila, it's good to see you again. I know say you don't say. When I thank you.
Yeah, I don't say thanks.
On a great program for we.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
As legend of that country, when I know say majority of the Sierra Leoneans appreciate your service towards country and everything, and we they keep on a post concerning the ex-players union, you know. And anytime I get a chance when I come on, they are when I tell them they are culture man for we say they try for reach out.
I don't get that.
So much.
When I try bring Chidozi back, little John.
Hey, Kallon talk.
Everybody there on board. No one.
Sent to.
You carry me, you get if I meet you, say I'm not play ball now. You wait.
That's great. That's great. Now send me your message now. No, and I thank you, the one who watch. A big thank you to Mr. Patrick Magic and Boma for coming on. Really appreciate your time. And then now I deal with my other big brothers. Then Mr. Mohamed Sila and the name they were before. Mr. Max Macaulay. And I thank you for taking the time and kind side with we. And yeah. When I go play Pastor in game, please, because now the only way down the way Saturday we play in a stadium this weekend. So.
No problem. We'll come. Sure, we'll come.
Let's talk about let's talk about in Nations Cup experiences.
Exactly. That is it.
The next
Sure.
You get something for share, but anyways, the next time we'll meet. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay. Cheers. Okay. Bye. Okay, bless.